We on? I got a table today, and I love it. I've been wanting a table. This kind of vibe, the like sitting at a table talking to a microphone, like computer here, this kind of vibe. This is what I've been picturing for my videos. This is what I want. And now I have it because I got a table. So a little bit of an update video for you all today, and you're probably already thinking by reading the title, 4 times a day is too much. So I'll start by saying it's not exactly what you think, but for 6 out of the 7 days a week, for the past week and a half now, I've been doing 4 workout sessions per day. What that really entails is 2 legit lifting sessions, a run, and a feeder workout, which I'll explain. So it's really more like 2-a-day lifting, a run, and an extra pump, but I can still say I'm doing 4 a days. Like I said, I've been doing that for a week and a half now, and what that all looks like mapped out, I'll throw that on the screen right now so you can pause the video and try to figure that out, or you can click the link in the description of this video and download full PDF of the program for free off my website, or you can just listen to me explain it throughout this video. We'll start with the morning lift, which is pretty standard 4 out of the 6 training days. Then I'll explain the other 2, but the standard morning lift is 4 exercises, 2 explosive pulls, 2 explosive presses, 5x5 on each exercise. Pretty basic. Like I've explained, I'm limited on weights, so each exercise is using moderately heavy weights, but focusing on explosiveness, on just moving the weight fast. The other 2 days, Wednesday and Saturday, are the days that I'll do a long run. So instead of my usual morning lift, I'll replace that with just a super basic core circuit after I do my run, because I pretty much never directly train abs otherwise. The afternoon workout, all 6 days, is a full upper body workout with a certain emphasis. So on Monday and Thursday, I do a few extra sets of back and bis within the full upper body workout. Tuesday and Friday, a few extra sets of chest and tris, and Wednesday and Saturday, a few extra sets of shoulders. But the goal of the afternoon workout is focused on metabolic stress, or really pump training. So light loads, but really tight form, focusing a lot on the contraction, but not trying to do much muscle damage. This is something different from the past 2 days I've done, where it's clearly almost an excessive amount of volume, but if I'm not actually breaking muscle down as much, I can recover a lot faster if it's a little more kind of pump training and not like heavy new stimulus that's going to break down the muscle a lot. I can recover faster and train the muscle every day as I'm doing. So far it's working. I'm liking it a lot, getting some crazy pumps and recovering pretty well considering the amount of volume I'm doing. But yes, there is no leg training. For one, because I just don't want to. I have no desire to train legs right now. It's a pandemic. Who cares how big your legs are? And who really ever cares how big your legs are? But 2, mostly because I'm doing a lot of running training. I'm actually taking that pretty seriously, being very intentional about training progression and pushing myself a little bit with running to some actual significant difference. But I'll probably make a separate video to talk all about the running training. Spoiler, it's going very well. And then at the very end of the day, shortly before I go to bed, I'll do my feeder workout. This is something that was popularized by Rich Piana back in the day, rest in peace, but it's basically using super lightweight, doing a ton of reps just to get a pump. So I have it on a 3-day rotation where I'll do like 100 to 200 reps of either biceps, triceps, or shoulders, again in rotation with super light weights, like 5-pound dumbbells, just to get a pump. Doing a ton of reps, get a pump before bed. The idea is to pump fresh blood and fresh nutrients into the muscle, potentially for some kind of recovery benefit. I don't claim to understand it. It also might just be to have a pump before bed, because who doesn't love a pump? Either way, I'm trying it out because I've heard people have success with it, and considering the current circumstances, what better time to try it out? So that's the training. Nutrition wise, I'm not eating a ton different, just slightly more. Currently I'm eating around 32 to 3,300 calories a day, which is only a slight surplus for me. I'm not taking the approach of piling on food, accepting whatever weight comes, approach that I've done when bulking before, or at least not taking that approach at this point. So slowly increasing those calories as the weeks go by. Macros on an average day look something like 200-ish grams of protein, 450 grams of carbs, and 60 to 70 grams of fat. It's something I've been somewhat lenient on as well, at least hitting the 200 grams or more of protein in a day. Ideally going with a higher carb, moderate to low fat approach and getting in the ballpark of that 32 to 3,300 calories a day, watching my weight, how I look in the mirror, adjusting accordingly. Lastly, I'm also taking creatine again, which I hadn't been doing for some time, but I've had a big bag of it anyways, and I found it beneficial in the past. So wrapping up the loading phase now, I've been doing like 12 to 15 grams a day, and I'll probably bring that down to closer to around 5 grams a day moving forward. It's a natural substance. It's pretty cheap. I found it beneficial before when trying to put on strength and size, and I have a lot of it, so why not? So that's what I'm doing. Wanted to give a video update. Again, if you want to see all of that, at least the training part written out, I have a full PDF program on my website, link in the description. You can download that for free. Would I recommend this for you? Probably not, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But what I will say is that right now during this time, having something to work for, having something to chase after is absolutely what I think everyone needs. Especially in this time, it's so easy to become complacent. And if you are feeling unproductive, lazy, unmotivated, find something to set as a goal for yourself, something to chase after and pursue, and get off your butt and get after it. Gosh darn it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, do all that good stuff. See you in the next one.